So John has just given us a description of the New Jerusalem. Standing far back, he can see the whole city. And then gradually, as it goes down from verse 11 right down to the end of the chapter, and into the next chapter, actually to verse 6 of chapter 22, he goes from standing back, looking at the whole structure, and he gets closer and closer and closer. And there's inordinate attention and focus on the gates. And then he sees the road. And the gates are open. And those inside never go outside the gates. 3:12. They're inside. They've already washed in the blood of the Lamb. They're there. They're already sealed. They already got the name of the Father. That's how they got in. And he's put the lake of fire right outside. He stuck the New Jerusalem right in their face. Hey boys, wash your robes in the blood of the Lamb, because you're never going to come in while you're unclean. Wash your robes in the blood of the Lamb. Meanwhile, stay in the sulfur and the fire. It's going to burn away your blinders, your deception. And then come in. The gates are left open. Do the nations accept the invitation and come in? Yes, once the sulfur and the fire has burnt away the deception, they will. Revelation 21:25, New Living Translation. Here are the gates again. Its gates will never be closed at the end of the day, because there is no night there. Now look at the next verse. He has just zeroed in right to the gate, from the macro structure right down to the gate. Then he went in, he had a peek and saw the light coming from Jesus. And it's emanating from the open gates. 12 gates all around. And the lake of fire is around all the gates. They can't get away from it. So the light of Jesus, whoosh, I'll show you, is coming out through the gates, and they can see the light. Hey boys, we're having a good time down here. You see the light show? It's coming from the Lamb. Let the sulfur and the fire do its job. Then wash your robes in the blood of the Lamb, and then you have a right to come in through the open gates. Verse 25 and 26 in one hit, New Living Translation. Look at cause and effect relationship between the nations and the gates. That was the whole purpose of the description of New Jerusalem. The nations come marching one by one into the ever-open gates. He went from the macro structure right down to the micro structure, because he wanted to tell you the story ain't over, man, till the fat lady sings. Is it politically correct to say that anymore? I don't know, but it's been said. So the nations, will they come in through the ever-open gates? Revelation 21:25, New Living Translation, and verse 26. Its gates will never be closed at the end of the day, because there is no night there. And all the nations will bring their glory and honor into the city. What? The gates are never closed, and as a result of the gates never being closed, all the nations will bring their glory and honor into the city. If they're bringing it into the city, geographically, they are outside the city, and they can't be saved, because they're already inside the city, and they'll never go outside the city to come into the city. It's the nations. Every single time the word nations has been used in the book of Revelation, it's always been the baddies, the lost. I've been through this. And now they are outside the city in the New Jerusalem. You can't come in while you're unclean. The sulfur and the fire is going to burn away your deception, as you're going to see. Deception about what? Deception about the name of God that they blasphemed is going to burn it away, and they're going to accept the invitation to wash in the blood of the Lamb, and they enter into the city. I'm going to read it again. 21, 25 and 26. 25 and 26. Its gates will never be closed. Why? And all the nations will bring their glory and honor into the city, because the gates are open. If they come into the city, they are outside the city. And 3:12 says those inside the city have already washed. That's how they got in there, and they never leave. The nations enter into the gates of the holy city from outside, where the dogs are, and they're no longer unclean. The lake of fire is outside, and it's not permanently closed. closed. The dragon, the beast, and the false prophet, they stay there forever because they're going to be tormented by their own lies about the name of God. But once their blinkers are burned away and they see the light, they wash their robes in the blood of the Lamb, and then they approach the face of the God that they have blasphemed. Revelation 21:24, English Standard Version, it says it again. By its light will the nations walk. And verse 26 says, into. And verse 25 said, the ever open gates. They are drawn by the light that's coming from the Lamb, who is sitting on the throne right in the middle of the city. I see the light. Now you know what it means. They were blind, deceived, and they couldn't see the light. Deception burned away. The sulfur and the fire did the job. And now they see the light, and they walk towards the light. By its light will the nations walk. Verse 26, into, from the ever open gates. Verse 25. By its light will the nations walk. They're walking to the Lamb. Those who blasphemed his name, Jesus will not let them go. By its light will the nations walk, and not just nations. And the kings of the earth, the kings of the nations, will also bring their glory into it. Nations and the kings come into the holy city. Therefore, they are outside. The nations are not alone. There are other human beings, the nations and their kings, the kings of the earth. Who are they? Were they ever saved? Next time.